What up, people? It's your boy Nubis, and I'm bringing you guys a little Crysis 2 video here. Crysis 2! I love this game. Y'all know I was loving it during the demo phases. I was bringing a bunch of footage of it. Actually, I think I only uploaded one video. I was going to upload more, but I just got sidetracked with all the awesomeness that is Call of Duty. But I love Crysis 2. I've been so hyped for this game coming out. Just excited out of craziness, and I just got a double kill right there, which was awesome. But this video, I'm going to give you guys a few tips for all y'all trying to get better at Crysis 2. For those of you that have it, and for those of you that don't, maybe I'll convince you to go out and buy it. You know, I'm not here to sell you games. That's not what I do with this channel. I'm just here to give you guys my opinion and maybe entertain you guys a little bit and throw in random thumbnails of almost naked ladies into my videos. Alright, that's my point. Alright, but this game is a lot of fun, and I've been super enjoying it. I loved it during the demo, like I just said, even with all the glitches that were there, you know. And I love it even more now that the game is out and you can have more weapons and all this good jazz, and it's just a really fun game. Alright, so real quick, for all you people who don't have this game and are thinking about picking up, if you want to kind of know what this feels like, this is a smart shooter in a way. Alright, this isn't like a Call of Duty or Halo or anything. This isn't like any other game that you've ever played when it comes to shooters. Yes, it's a FPS, but it's a smart shooter. It's a very tactical, mind-using one. You have to really be thinking while you're playing this game in order to do well consistently. And that's just my opinion after playing it for a little while, you know. And that being said, that kind of just means that it's not like, this isn't the kind of game that you can get on and play for like 12 hours straight and just having a blast. This is the kind of game where you get on, you play 5 or 6 matches, and then you're tired, you're done, you know. You go, it's not like, you know, 5 or 6 games is a bad thing. It's a good thing. You feel fulfilled after those 5 or 6 games, but it's very difficult to play this game over and over and over and over again for a really prolonged period of time, just because it uses your mind so much. And I don't know if any of that made sense, because it's a difficult term. I don't know. I'm lost. It's early in the morning for me, even though, wow, 1 p.m. and I'm saying it's early in the morning. This is ridiculous. I didn't even sleep in. I don't know what happened to the last couple hours. I made waffles. That's what I did. Frozen waffles. Those were delicious. And I even decided to like do it up a level. All right, I did frozen waffles, made them, and just to top it all off, I took regular syrup, like maple syrup, and strawberry syrup, and I put both of them on it. Now, not that good mixing the two, but you know what? I went with it because they're both amazing. But yeah, that's what I did this morning, and that's what took up my life and all that jazz. Oh, good shot, son. Oh, you ran away? Alright, that's cool. That's cool. But anyways, here's a couple tips for you guys. Alright, tip number uno, and this is the most important tip, and that I can give you guys, and that is to use your different game modes. Alright, you gotta use your different armor locks, your invisibility, and your power mode to a T. Alright, the 3 different modes are in this game for a reason, and if you use them at the right times, you will be boss. Alright, as you saw right there, that was a prime example of me misusing my armor locks and all that stuff. Alright, I was invisible and I tried shooting at the guy, and if you shoot while you're invisible, boom, instantly all your energy is drained, and that's not good. And why is energy drain not good? It's because you're going to be weak, and if people start shooting at you, you're not going to be able to take as many bullets as you would if your energy was higher. Alright, so that's my tip on that. You definitely, I'm just kicking ass at the beginning of this game. This is awesome. That's why you want to, you know, use your modes at the right time, alright? Run around invisible, or actually walk around, because running drains your energy. If you have to run, run. But for the most part, you want to walk around invisible, so that way people can't see you, and you can sneak up on them. Now, granted, when you're invisible, it's not like, you know, no one can see you. They'll be able to, a trained eye will be able to pick you up, but it's gonna, you know, it's kind of like driving without headlights. You'll still see the car, but you won't see him until much later. So that's the big thing about invisibility. It really helps out when sneaking around. Alright, the other 2 modes that you have are your armor lock mode and your power mode. Now, power is really easy, alright? All you have to do is not be using armor or invisibility. It's the default mode that you run around in, alright? And power mode gives you the most damage while you're shooting at people. It lets you give out the most damage and hurt them the most. And that's the way you want to fire at like targets from far away that you're not being shot back at. That's the way you want to shoot at people when you're like running around invisible and you see them but they don't see you. You want to just shoot at them in power mode, so that way you can do the most amount of damage, and you know, you don't have to worry about draining energy, and also you'll be able to, since you have energy after that, use your invisible mode and get away. And lastly is your armor lock mode, and that mode you want to use whenever you're in a gunfight. Alright, if you get into a gunfight, you want to toss on your armor lock mode, and that way you'll be able to take more bullets and hopefully beat the guy. So that's just a basic kind of, you know, run over on the different game modes and when to kind of use them for all you peoples out there that were wondering. I hope that helps out for you. Of course, it always gets more intriguing. It always gets more in depth once you start really getting into this game. You know, that was just a basic kind of thing, and you know, we all know that once you get into it and you start getting crazy with the game, it starts becoming 10 times more complex. But you know, it's not that we're used to that, and we've played lots of video games. I mean, all of you guys have played lots of video games. That's what we do. We're gamers. But that's a wrap on the strategy. I know I said like I was gonna give out like a couple tips, but that I really only meant one tip, and that was the big tip right there, the big tipper. And let you guys know that. But Crysis 2, awesome, really fun. I guess I might as well give you guys my first impression since I didn't do the traditional review live commentary on my first video. I'll give you guys my thoughts on this, and that is I'm really enjoying it. It's everything I expected it to be, but it didn't necessarily exceed my expectations. Where games like Hellfront, which was this game's biggest competition, came out and I didn't expect much from it, and it exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect a lot from this game, but I expected it to be exactly what it kind of came out to be, and I don't know if that made sense. Hopefully it did. But Crysis 2, a lot of fun. The only thing I really wish was that the game modes were longer, because you know, it's a 50, you know, in TDM, which is the one I play the most, you know, it's a very quick-paced game. You know, 50 kills, the game's over. And for me, that's just way too soon, alright? 50 kills means that if I have a teammate that's really bad and goes like 2 and 15, it's going to be a close game no matter what I do, and it's almost impossible to win the game single-handedly. In fact, if I don't do well in a game, usually my team loses, and I mean really well. If I don't get like, you know, lower than 4 deaths and more than, you know, 12 kills, it's almost guaranteed that my team's gonna lose. So this is the kind of game that definitely helps to have teammates that are really good at it, and I just kind of wish that the game modes were larger. But besides that, I really enjoy it. It's a great change of pace. It is absolutely an awesome change of pace from everything else that's out there, because it's not like the other games out there. Yes, it still is a first-person shooter, so people who play FPSs are going to be good at this game, but it's completely different as to the sense of just how the game is played and just the whole way it runs. So that's a wrap on the game. Even though I went 16-4, we still lost because my team was a bunch of Goombas. But you know what can you do? It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. It's your boy Anubis. Go mark something, beast it out, and I will see you all later. Take care.